To enema or not to enema? Should you be doing enemas? And if so, are there some things you should be aware of? And are there any benefits? Well, we're gonna have a look here on the whiteboard at some of the pros and cons, or cons and pros of enemas, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Guys, what's up? Guys and girls, what's up? Uriel Kame here, New York Times bestselling author, health and nutrition expert, and the man to help you live a healthier, fitter, and more prosperous life. And welcome to the big old whiteboard once again. I just want to mention that so you don't think I'm writing on the wall, even though it is a whiteboard wall, so it technically is a wall. Anyways, so enemas. What is an enema? An enema is essentially taking a bag of water and dripping it through a tube, sticking it in your bum, and allowing that water to run its course through your colon. Now, it sounds crazy, and why would anyone want to do that? And that's exactly what I thought for a long time until I did one. And then I had one of those moments, right? So I want to share with you some of the really interesting things that I've experienced and let you know that this is not something that is like on the fringe. This is super supported by thousands and thousands and thousands of case studies, research, and really strong benefits for your health. Now, what I want to do here is I just want to let you know that there are 3 things you need to keep in mind, and then we're going to talk about how to fix those, and then we'll look at some of the benefits of doing an enema in the first place. Now, you can do enemas with just water, or you can do a coffee enema, and there's also other enemas you can do. You can probably do, like, I've heard of green juice enemas, all sorts of stuff like that. But for now, let's keep it simple. We're taking water, we're flushing it through the colon. And if you want help with that, I've got a great video called How to Do a Coffee Enema. We'll be sure to link up that video here or in the description below. Okay, so first and foremost, we need to worry about, well, not worry, but we have to be cognizant of potentially creating a tear in the rectum area. Now, the reason that becomes an issue is, this is gonna get graphic, but just bear with me here for a second, it'll be okay. So let's just say that this is your rectum, okay? And your rectum is the bottom of your colon, okay? So this is the colon tube here, goes around like that, comes out, poop, done, okay? Now what we're doing with the enema is we're taking this tube, a little nozzle, and we are inserting it into the rectum. Now, this takes a little bit of trial and error if you're not used to putting things in there, okay? Which, again, I'm not gonna make any judgments here. But again, what happens is you might be pushing into the tissue, not going straight through, so you need to find the right angle, okay? So you're gonna have to do a little bit of that, and this is gonna be based on how you position yourself on the floor as you're doing the enema. But the second thing is make sure you're lubricating the tube with lube. You like that one, eh? So you're just gonna take Vaseline or KY jelly or even coconut oil, lube it up, and then it's gonna insert a lot more easily. And when that happens, tears, they're simply not gonna happen. It's very, very infrequent. So I just wanted to make you aware of like the worst possible scenario. That's as bad as it gets. And it rarely ever happens. It's never happened to me, okay? Just don't shove it in there, ease it in, lube it up, you're good. Yes, and we're still talking about enemas here. Let's not go off into tangents, okay? Stay with me. Okay, second is we could potentially run into dehydration, and I'll just combine this with electrolyte issues. I'll just put electro for short. So electrolytes are like sodium, potassium. These are important electrolytes or trace minerals that help us function properly. They help our muscles contract, they help our heart function. It's very important. So when we sweat a lot, like if we're outside in the heat and it's excessively hot and we're sweating profusely, we lose a lot of sweat. And with that, we lose electrolytes. That's why sports drinks like Gatorade are why they came into existence, to replace these electrolytes. Because if we just rehydrate, we actually dilute our interstitial fluid, which actually makes matters worse. So we need to be rehydrating with water plus those electrolytes. So the reason this can happen is when you're flushing your colon out with an enema, like a water enema, you're taking about 2 liters, in some cases more, of water, or if you're doing a coffee enema, coffee plus water, into your colon. Now all that, it's gonna sit in there for about 5 to 15 minutes, and then you're gonna sit in the toilet and you're gonna evacuate all of that, okay? So it's gonna be coming 2 liters in, 2 liters out, but you're also gonna lose more. You're gonna lose stuff that's been stuck in there You're probably going to be losing some excess stuff as well. So what ends up happening is if you feel your lips getting drier, if you're doing these enemas often, that's a sign that you need to be drinking more water. And what I would suggest here, the fix is water plus sea salt. Okay, water alone, as I mentioned, is not going to it's not going to replace the electrolytes. So what I would do is water, and you don't have to do this all day long. It's just have, after you do your enema, have some water, let's say half a liter, with a pinch of sea salt. And the sea salt's going to give you back those trace minerals to replace the electrolytes. So that's it. That's as bad as it gets, guys. That's it. It doesn't get much worse than that, and that's very rare. If you're aware of this stuff, you can fix it in advance, so it doesn't even happen. So with that said, let's look at some of the good stuff that happens with an enema. Now, as I've talked about this in another video, talking about the 4 big benefits of coffee enemas, but the same stuff is very similar to enemas in general. Okay, first and foremost, we have increased antioxidant activity. And the reason for that is because if you're using coffee, for instance, it's going to stimulate glutathione production in your liver. Now, your liver is the main detoxification organ in your body. It is a big deal in terms of functioning properly. Glutathione is the most powerful antioxidant we know of, and it's produced only inside your body. It's very tough to increase glutathione production with food, but a coffee enema specifically has been shown to increase glutathione activity inside the liver, and that improves antioxidant activity, which decreases free radical damage, and that basically means you don't age as fast, you don't have as much damage and stuff in your body, and it's a very good thing. Second, it increases detox. We know that toxicity, too much toxicity inside the body is one of the biggest fundamental problems in general. Okay, so I call them the deadly triad: toxicity, acidosis, and inflammation. They're all very closely related, and this solves the problem. So when you take in too many toxins inside your body, it's like imagine having a house full of garbage that you can never take out. It's just piling up and piling up and piling up. Would you want to live in that house? No, right? And the problem is a lot of people are living in that house, but that house is their body. So we need to be able to get rid of stuff. That's why it's important to relieve, and this is going to lead to number 3, this is going to be a decrease, right, in constipation. Because constipation and detox go hand in hand. So if we're detoxing toxins, we're metabolizing hormones, we're kind of balancing blood sugar and energy levels and so forth, all this stuff is being done in the liver. The liver is going to take out a lot of the junk, heavy metals, toxins. It's going to send it into the colon, into the digestive system. Now, it's all going to get stuck in these things called poop, right? Which is your remaining food stuff that your body doesn't need. And it's hopefully going to move out of your body. That's what should happen. But most people are constipated. If you're going to the bathroom, number 2, less than once a day, you're constipated, hands down. You need to be going to the bathroom, smooth bowel movements that look like bananas, 2 to 3 times a day. If it's anything other than that, you've got a problem. And this is not a personal attack. I'm just saying you have to be looking at your poop because it's a very, very strong indicator as to your health. So we need to get rid of the constipation, and doing an enema helps get stuff unstuck and moving properly. That's really important. And then finally, we have a low risk of cancer. We know that generally 1 in 2 people now are getting cancer. That's alarmingly scary. Okay, that's not like, I'm scared to go on a plane because I might crash. The statistics are like 1 in a billion. We should be 1 in 2 people, more or less, are getting cancer nowadays. It's crazy. So this is important because if we can improve detoxification, if we can improve antioxidant activity, and we get rid of constipation, those are 3 big things that improve all aspects of your health. Easier weight loss, more energy, you feel lighter, you feel better, you digest food better, you have fewer cravings, hormones work better, everything works better because your liver is functioning as it should. And now you have less risk of cancer. And if you have cancer, you will have a greater time getting rid of it, right? And this is not me saying this. This is Max Gerson, who's a medical doctor who brought coffee enemas to the forefront back in 1958, where he was treating thousands of patients with coffee enemas on a daily basis. Okay, this is really important stuff, guys. So I'm not saying you have to do a coffee enema 4 times a day. Once a week, if you're generally healthy, is probably a good place to start. And if you've got time, if you want to do it on a daily basis, that's totally up to you. Once again, if you want help with that, I've got a great video to show you step-by-step how to do it. And if you've enjoyed this video, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think about coffee enemas or enemas in general. Have you done one yourself? And if you want more help cleaning up your body, helping you lose weight more effortlessly, I've got a really cool resource for you. It's called the 1-Day Detox, and I want to give it to you absolutely free. You can download it at the link below this video in the description or somewhere on the video. And this 1-Day Detox is going to give you a 1-day eating plan to give you delicious gourmet-like foods that actually cleanse your body. So in addition, if you wanted to do an enema, cool, but let alone these foods are going to help speed up all this good stuff to help you function and feel your best. And I want to thank you for watching this video. So that's why I'm going to hook you up with the download absolutely free right now. So you can grab that right now, grab it today. And in the meantime, remember to subscribe. I can't even speak anymore. Subscribe to the channel. I've got hundreds of other videos to help you live a healthier, fitter, and more prosperous life. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. I'm Yuri Elkane. I'll see you in our next video.